struggle with that little bit in between seasons? You know, like the time at the end of the summer when you're just heading into autumn, you've still got your summer wardrobe out, and yet you're wondering what to wear. It puts even more pressure on you. Well, that's what today's video is all about. I'm going to show you some quirky, interesting little ways that I layer my outfits to get through those days in autumn. So let's get started. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Michelle Barra. I have been a personal stylist for 26 years and I'm now here to help you build capsule wardrobes that mix and match easily. Now, before I go on, please, if you like my videos, you enjoy them, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, because all of that tells YouTube that they're interesting and invites more people to my channel and enables me to bring more of this free content to you. So thank you so much in advance. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've seen me wear this layered toile skirt from Lily Studio quite a lot throughout the summer. So I promised you that I was going to bring this into the winter. So this is an example of how I'm doing that. This time I've teamed it with some lovely wingtip boots from Thomas Bird. They're such good quality. Now, the reason why I picked these is because these days, one minute it's raining, next minute it's not. So that means my feet are protected and I don't wear my white trainers just in case it does rain. So I've got that with the skirt from Lily Studio. I've also teamed that with a merino knit top. It's a very thin merino knit top from Fabrique. By the way, all the links to all of this will be in the notes. The reason why I chose that is because what's good about merino is it allows your skin to breathe, so it keeps you warm, but also if the sun comes out, you won't sweat profusely in it. I've added on top as an extra layer this blanket scarf, which at the moment I'm absolutely loving, from Cider. The thing I like about this, of course, all these colours really blend together. They're all slightly different tones of brown, but the thing I really like about this is it's got this panel in the front that I can thread the scarf through, so it doesn't fall off my shoulders and I can walk and move around. It's an ingenious, tiny addition onto that blanket scarf that makes a huge difference. In addition, I've added my trilby hat, which I wear quite a lot. Again, it's in that very taupe brownie tone, which then pulls through the rest of the outfit. Now, what I quite often do at this time of year is if I'm wearing something that is quite light, which apart from this blanket scarf, this outfit is, the tiered skirt and the merino wool knit top is quite lightweight. But what I will often do is put on a trilby or a beret, because that then keeps me warm. So it just makes that whole bit of difference. Your grandma was absolutely right when she used to say, put a hat on, you'll keep warm. So that's what I'd recommend you do if you're still wearing those summer outfits, maybe with a lightweight cardigan or a scarf like I've got here, then definitely add in a hat, because it's something you can easily remove. Next, I wanted to show you one of my more quirky ways of layering. It starts off quite simple. I've got these culottes from Lily Studio. Culottes are really big this year. I like these ones because they're quite tailored, so they look smart. I've teamed them with the wingtip boots from Thomas Bird. So start of that is pretty straightforward, nothing unusual. I then put it with a silk shirt from Momme Silk. Now, again, a bit like the merino wool, the reason why silk's very good is because it allows your skin to breathe, but it also protects you as well. If you're marching somewhere and it's a bit cold outside at this time of year, they can whack the heating up in places and you arrive at your destination and you're like, oh, everything's so hot. So this is something that works really well at this time of year. The natural fibres tend to work best. I believe anybody should be able to wear anything, and it's often about how you wear it or what you wear it with rather than the actual item itself. What I've done with this is I've teamed it with this bodice with cherubs on, which I got from Vinted. I'll put some links to similar items in the notes if you want to try this. And I've put it straight over the top of the silk shirt. So it's quite an unusual one, but I really like it. And what I've done here is I've picked out some of the colours from the print on the top, and that's why I chose that silk shirt. If you see, there's quite a lot of gold tones in the image on the front of that bodice, and that's why I picked this particular shirt to go underneath it. And then finally, just to top it off, I've gone for my beret. Like I said before, a beret works really well. The beret brings through those warm tones as well, the browns. And then I've added in this suede jacket, which is from Fabrique. So I just wanted to show you this one. It's a bit of an unusual one, I know, but it's a great way of wearing those type of things like bodices, but still wearing them and not feeling afraid to do that, because I want you, whatever age you are, particularly if you're over 50, to still feel confident to wear things like this. Not only does it add a little bit more warmth, but it also enables you to wear things that you might not wear otherwise. Now, next up, this one is similar to the last one that I showed you, but it's another way of doing things. I also want to mention some other ideas you might want to try as well. So I've got the culottes again from Lily Studio, but this time I've got a silver beret because I wanted to link that through to the shirt, so it's very pale, cool tones. This time I have gone for a silver jersey knit vest over the top of a shirt. It's a similar principle to the idea of having the bodice over the shirt, but it's another way of doing it. I've chosen very pale, very cool tones. The shirt is very white and like it's got very cool blue tones to it, which then means the silver works really well. And then because I've got the grey culottes on, again, it all links together again with the silver coloured beret or the pale grey beret, depending on how you want to label it. But what I'm doing here is putting this vest over the top instead of just wearing a vest underneath. Another way you could do this is have the shirt a little bit undone. I've got the same shirt on again today. Have it a little bit undone, and if you have it a bit of a V here, you have a vest on underneath in a different colour, kind of adds a little bit more detail. But I really like the idea of doing this. Now, something else you can also try, which I didn't do in this video, but I would encourage you to try, similar to this, try t-shirts over shirts. Why not? If you've got a t-shirt that's got an interesting logo or emblem on it and it matches through to one of your shirts, then why not try that as well? Let me know how you get on with this one, and if any of you have experimented with this one, because I know it's a little bit more edgy and harder to achieve, but I do think it's possible. So try your t-shirts and your vests, and if you've got any bodices or you want to try one, order it, stick it over the top of a shirt and see how you feel, because I think it's a really quirky but interesting way of adding layering in autumn. Now, before I go on, if you really struggle with your wardrobe and what to wear, definitely book in for a little chat with me. It's a free 15-minute discovery call and we can have a chat about how I might be able to help you. I'll put the link to that here and also in the notes, alongside all the links to everything that I'm wearing. Now, this one again is similar but quite different. Another thing that I've worn a lot through this summer is this dress from Fabrique. It's absolutely beautiful, 100% cotton, really beautiful, but not so warm when the weather changes. So I wanted to show you another way that I would do this. I would do this with any dress that is maybe short sleeved, completely sleeveless. I would think about putting tops underneath. If it was a V-neck, I might have put a round neck long sleeve top underneath it. But as it's a round neck, I think it looks better if it's got a collar, it's got some sort of feature at the collar. That's why I chose to put a shirt on underneath it. This skirt has a little bit of red trim around the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but that red trim I've then linked through to the red in my shirt and pulled the collar out and just made a bit of a feature about it. And then again, I've got another beret which matches through to that shirt and pulls the whole outfit together. Again with the Thomas Bird boots, because I think they're great for this time of year. So this is another example, a little bit like the tiered skirt I showed you in the beginning, which is very summer based, but I'm extending its time into the winter and how I can wear it. I might experiment with putting a jumper on underneath. I'll see how it goes. So look at dresses you've got, as well as vests and t-shirts like I've already shown you. Think about how you might be able to link through to a top underneath and wear those summer dresses way into the autumn. It's just a way of expanding your wardrobe and getting more use out of your clothes, but also then experimenting a little bit and making things a little bit more interesting. So again, let me know if you've got any dresses and you did decide to do this and something worked. I'll be really interested to hear from you. Now, last but not least, this is an example of what I was talking about before, yet again another dress, but what I've done this time, as it's a wrap dress, also creates that V, so it could be a V-neck dress. This is a linen dress from Lintico, which I got in the summer. I wore it throughout the summer, but this is another example of how I can extend it into autumn. This time, like I mentioned before, I've put a stripe underneath it. This is a white and navy striped t-shirt, just a round neck t-shirt with a little bit of a red trim on the neck. The reason why I've done this is because the navy and the stripe links through to the dress. Then the red, I've picked that up in my shoes, which are from Vivaia, and then another beret to match through and just finish off that outfit. This is an example of how I put layering together, but also using colour, because colour is so important in how you pull these colours together and create these outfits and this layering. Like I said, if you have trouble with that, definitely book a chat with me and I'll talk to you about how I can help you. If you find your wardrobe overwhelming and you see all my ideas here and you're thinking, I've got so much stuff, I don't even know where to start, it's overwhelming, download my Capsule Wardrobe Planner. It's entirely free. I'll put the link here and also in the notes. It asks you lots of questions and prompts to help you think about what to keep, what to get rid of, and where the gaps might be in your wardrobe. I hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments the outfit that you like best, and if there's any quirky layering kind of techniques that I've showed you today that you're going to experiment with, because I encourage you to experiment. Please don't hide away in the background. Don't think you can't wear things like bodices and vests over shirts, because you can. It's just a case of getting the colours right and the styles right for your kind of personality, your shape and your colouring. And once you do that, you can absolutely do this. So let me know if you've experimented with this and found some surprises. I'd really love to hear from you. So have a wonderful week wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.